Welcome to Matt's Craft Beer Revolution on WorcesterScene.com. Today we're at Deja Brew in Shrewsbury, Massachusetts with Ray Chavone, owner and operator, to learn how to make the best beer you can make in Central Mass. Now, coming out of college as a general beer consumer, I really had no idea what beer was or what went into beer or what gave it its flavor. And then I met Ray. Ray is the owner operator, we'll call him a brewmaster here up at Deja Brew, Route 9 in Shrewsbury. And in front of us we have two of the four major ingredients in beer. We have barley and hops. Now, Ray, if someone comes up to Deja Brew, you give them the full-on experience of brewing?
Absolutely. From start to finish, we have recipe cards. We have over 200 different recipes they can choose from. Anything from a light lager to a dark stout or porter, and all of the ingredients they'll need to make it. So we guide them through the full process, start to finish, clean up after them, guarantee them a great beer.
Now, I can come up here with no knowledge of brewing, no knowledge of beer, and you guys can lead me through and make my own beer?
Isn't that how you started?
Absolutely, that's how I got. All right. So, Ray, what can I expect when I come up to Deja Brew?
Well, the first thing we do, Matt, is work with you to try and figure out what kind of recipe you'd like to drink. You're going to have a lot of beer, 6 cases of beer, so you want to have something you're going to enjoy. We've got over 200 recipes to choose from. That leaves the gates pretty wide open. We go from a light lager to a dark stout and everything in between. So there are a lot of beers there. Once we pick out the recipe, we'll show you how to weigh out the ingredients, measure everything, grind the grains, and start the cooking process in one of our beer kettles.
Gotcha. So basically I can come up and say, I like IPAs. And you can say, all right, well listen, this is what we're going to do to make you an IPA.
Well, what we'll do is say, okay, we have several IPAs. Some are more bitter than others. We have some that are similar to commercial style beers. So we would guide you through that and say, okay, you know, do you want something like this or something a little hoppier, and help you choose a recipe that way.
Same thing with stouts, porters,
Absolutely.
Anything like that.
Absolutely.
So I can come in and say, I want this style, and you guys can make it to my order, and then it becomes my beer.
Yeah, you would make it to your order. We'd make the recipe, you'd make the beer.
Okay, that's awesome. That sounds fantastic. And then 6 cases, how does that come out? Because traditionally you see, you know, 6-packs or 12-ounce beers. Do you guys work in any different size bottles?
We use the bombers, 22-ounce bombers.
Okay.
12 to a case, so you get 72 bottles.
That's awesome. All right, so I got my recipe. Deja Brew's hooked me up with a phenomenal, I guess, liquid. So what happens after the beer goes through the vessels?
Well, once it finishes the brewing process, we put it into a fermenting vessel. Goes out into our fermenting room, stays there for 2 weeks while it ferments. We move it into our cold conditioning room, filter it, carbonate it, and then it's ready for bottling.
And you guys do everything in-house. I don't have to worry about anything.
Nope, you don't have to worry about anything.
All right, awesome. And then fermentation's done, which is the last stage. I got beer, and then what do you guys do? Put my beer on tap here at Deja Brew?
No, you'd have to come in and do the bottling.
I got to do that myself.
Yeah.
All right.
Do it all yourself.
So how does that go down?
We'll even put it in a cake for you if you've got a cake. But this is one of our bottle fillers here. It's a counter pressure bottle filler. What that means is we actually flush the bottle with carbon dioxide before we fill it with beer. So there's no oxygen left in the bottle to make your beer go stale. So it's very clean, very thorough process. You fill it, take the bottle out, cap it, set it in the case, take it home, drink it down.
Now how do I know when I'm done?
There's no more beer flowing. It's a real simple thing.
I got you. Seems like a pretty easy process, and you guys take care of everything for the novice to someone who's already brewed at home.
Absolutely, absolutely. A lot of people just want to do the brewing and the bottling. If you want to get involved a little bit more, we'll get you in. We'll show you how to clean the kettles, do all the filtering, and mop the floors if you'd like.
Now, anything else up here? Like, because when I started brewing, I ordered a couple pizzas, had a sub, and hung out for a little while.
Absolutely, absolutely. The guy who just moved in 2 doors down from us is having a heck of a time. The pizza store, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah, nothing better with beer than pizza.
I totally agree. And you guys get the game on, too, which is pretty phenomenal.
Yeah. TV.
Can't beat it.
Football, pizza, and beer.
Then making your own beer.
That's it.
Thanks for tuning in to Matt's Craft Beer Revolution on WorcesterScene.com. I want to thank my prestigious guest, Ray Chavone from Deja Brew. And I really encourage everyone who's watching this to check out Deja Brew, whether you want to make a beer or not. Just come out and hang out with these guys and see what they're doing. It's a really phenomenal operation. It's where I got started when I was a young kid who didn't know anything about beer, and look what it's turned into. Ray, thank you very much.
Matt, thank you.
Relax, have a homebrew.